Just a reminder that this video is equipped with chapters. Feel free to skip or jump into the chapters that you like. Alright. We have the brand new Epson EcoTank L3250 here. It is a 3-in-1 all-in-one ink tank printer that handles printing, scanning and copying. Ideal for home, student or small office use. Let me go through the specs while we unbox this. We have the usual printer cable here. The USB-A to USB-B printer cable. L3250's print engine uses on-demand piezoelectric inkjet technology with 180 nozzles for black and 59 nozzles for each of the other colors. We have the manuals and still a CD for the installer. Flash news: Epson, no one uses an optical drive now. So you might want to change the CD to a USB drive or maybe just indicate the link where the installers and drivers can be downloaded. Talking about colors earlier. We need 4 of those for the ink. Black, cyan, magenta, and yellow. The L3250's ink is labeled 003. This printer delivers up to 5760 by 1440 dots per inch or DPI resolution for sharp documents or photos. For speed, in draft mode it can reach up to about 33 pages per minute for black and 15 ppm for colored. While its ISO standard printing runs at roughly 10 images per minute or IPM in black and 5 IPM in colored. We have the power cable here. It's the usual outlet to the IEC-C7 port or that H-shaped connector to the printer. The borderless photo printing, such as 4x6-inch prints, is supported and the first page comes out in as little as 10 seconds after waking from ready mode. The integrated flatbed scanner uses a CIS sensor with optical resolution up to 1200 by 2400 dpi, allowing scan area up to A4 size, and produces 48-bit input color scans with 24-bit output. Scan speed for a typical A4 page is about 11 seconds for black and white or roughly 28 seconds for color at 200 dpi. Copying is also supported, which can produce up to 20 copies in one go, at up to 600 by 600 dpi copy resolution, and copy speeds are around 7.7 IPM for black and 3.8 IPM for colored. L3250's paper handling is flexible. It supports a variety of sizes from A4 to letter, legal, envelope, photo sizes, and more. It also handles plain paper via a single 100-sheet input tray. Its physical footprint is compact, which is approximately 375 by 347 by 179 mm, and it weighs around 3.9 kg, which is convenient for small desks or limited spaces. Connectivity-wise, the L3250 offers USB 2.0 and wireless networking including Wi-Fi and Wi-Fi Direct, so you can print or scan from laptops, tablets or smartphones. It also uses replaceable dye-based ink bottles rather than cartridges. A refillable EcoTank system that helps keep your per-page printing cost low while giving high ink yield. Let's go to the build of the printer now. We have the paper tray here at the front. For a 3-in-1 printer, the L3250 is compact and lightweight. It is all plastic chassis with front-facing integrated EcoTank reservoirs for easy, spill-free refills. We can also open the upper part of the front here so you can see while the printer is printing and also for easy clearing of paper jam and whatnot. We obviously have the scanner interface here at the top, which can fit only up to A4 size of paper. At the right side, we have the EcoTank interface. As mentioned earlier, it uses 4 ink colors and the ink refill process is very nice and easy, which I will show you later. Each ink color has its own access port and cover, and it is truly a spill-free experience, unlike the old Epson EcoTank printers, which are very messy to refill. At the back we cannot really open anything here, or maybe I just miss how to open these panels at the back, let me know in the comments below. On the right side, we can see the IEC-C7 power port. Then at the far right side of the back, we have the USB Type-B port for the wired printing connection. Then at the top, we have the paper feed tray which we can pull up and extend. And we can also adjust the paper guide here. I love that the left and right paper guide auto-adjust with each other, making sure that the paper will always be in the center of the paper feed tray. The control surface is basic, which uses status lights and buttons, as compared to full LCD screens, which keeps costs down, but limits on-device options. L3250's all-plastic build is economical and practical. Maybe a bit flimsy on some parts as compared with higher-end models. The build focuses on value, not luxury, which is enough for family use and maybe a small printing business. Okay. As promised, let me show you now how to load the ink to the Epson L3250. Let's open the ink loading dock. Then open the cover of the ink that you are loading. Let me open all of the ink cover now as I will be loading all of them anyway, for the first time. Let's load the black in first. Let me just open the ink package here. Okay. Let's open the cap. And following the shape of the ink bottle, just shoot it into the ink delivery port. Don't worry for a spill as the ink will not flow until the ink bottle is in the correct place. And that's it. Just wait for the ink tray to fill. Once it is filled, the ink will also stop flowing. Just remove the ink bottle and usually there's still a few left over, so seal with the cap and keep it for future use. Just repeat the process for the other colors. Needless to say, make sure, as in 100% sure, that you are filling the ink tanks with the proper ink color. Otherwise, it will be a lot of problem for you. Once every ink tank are filled, cover each ink port, close the EcoTank cover, and you're done. For the first ink load though, you will need to perform the ink charging process. This only needs to be done for the first time. To begin, let's turn on the printer. Wait for the LED lights to be steady. Okay, we see that the ink LED is red. Now let's press and hold the stop button for 5 seconds. There we go. The ink charging is starting now, which can take up to 11 minutes to finish. Do not unplug the printer during the whole process. You'll know when it's done when the printer gets quiet and the LED stops blinking. While waiting for the ink charging to finish, feel free to load an A4 paper to the paper tray, as we will need this for the initial checks and tests that we are going to do before we actually use the printer. Just put it in the back, then pull out the paper tray holder and adjust the paper guide accordingly to position the paper perfectly at the center. Alright. Ink charging is done. It took about 9 minutes for me. As you can see, the ink LED light is off now and nothing is blinking. Let's turn it off and do the initial checks and tests. As recommended from the user manual, let's do the nozzle check pattern first. As mentioned earlier, load an A4 paper to the paper tray. Now while the printer is turned off, press and hold the stop button, then press the power button along with it. When the printer turns on, let go of both the two buttons. Then wait for the printer to print. There we go, it is printing the nozzle check pattern result now. It's done. Looks like everything is good. There's no skipped pixel, all lines are solid, and all colors are accurate. The nozzle check pattern is a success. Now for the second and final recommended initial printer check, let's do the print head cleaning. While the printer is turned on, press and hold the stop button for 5 seconds. When you hear the printer make some noise from the inside, the print head cleaning process has started. Cleaning uses some inks from all the ink tanks, and that's okay. This takes around 3 to 5 minutes. Just wait for it to finish, and we're ready to use the printer. When the printer gets quiet, it's done. Okay. We have successfully set up and tested our printer and its ink. Now it's time to connect it to our Wi-Fi network. To do this, go to your phone and install the Epson Smart Panel application. It should be available in both Play Store and App Store. Needless to say, make sure that your printer is turned on. Open it after installing. Agree to software license agreements and privacy statement, of course. Then provide the app the access rights to your location and any other access rights it needs. While doing this, press the Wi-Fi button from the printer to enable its Wi-Fi connection. Then tap yes to check if your device is supported. Which of course the L3250 is supported for Wi-Fi connection. Then tap continue from this screen. The app will then search for any nearby Epson devices. It should be able to find your L3250 printer. Then tap the L3250 series found to select it. Now, the next step is to proceed to Wi-Fi connection settings. Tap that link in the screen. Then tap next. Tap next again. This time it will list all the Wi-Fi network that your phone is connected to. Select the Wi-Fi network where you want to connect your L3250 printer. Let's select Ribby Girls Room connection here, as it is the closest one to where I will place the printer. The app will then let you enter the password to the Wi-Fi network you selected. Then let's just wait for the setup to complete. As mentioned here, this can take up to 2.5 minutes. Mine took around 2 minutes. And around 30% you can see the printer's Wi-Fi LED is now steady, which means it is connected successfully to Ribby Girls Room network already. After the setup, the app will now connect to the L3250 printer. But to make sure that the app will be able to connect to the printer, your phone should be within the same network as the printer. So I need to switch my Wi-Fi connection to Ribby Girls Room as well. There we go. Oh, and we have an available firmware update. Nice. Let me install this first. Okay. After about 1 minute, the latest firmware has been installed to the printer. So this app can be used to open an image or a document and then directly print that image or document to the L3250 printer. I will show that later. Here is the menu of the Epson Smart Panel app. Pretty much just the settings and stuff about the UI appearance, connection properties, promotions and regulatory stuffs. Alright. Now let me show you how to print directly from the phone. Of course, make sure that the phone is connected to the same Wi-Fi as the printer. Let's open the Epson Smart Panel app. Then let's go to the Print Documents section. Then tap the center circle icon, which will let us choose the document that we want to print. Let's try this old receipt. Select that. Then tap on Print. There we go. The printer immediately responded, and it is now printing. And it's done. As you can see, printing is done wireless and directly from my phone. Very convenient way to print through the Wi-Fi. I'm loving this Epson L3250 already. Okay. Now let's print via the laptop, wirelessly. First things first, make sure your laptop is connected to the same network as the printers. Then we will need to add the L3250 to our list of printers. So open the printers and scanners. Then click the Add Device button. And you should be able to see the L3250 series printer, which you can then add. To have a complete options and properties of the printer, I suggest downloading the printer driver from the Epson site and install it. But for now, this quick add device step will do, so we can test the wireless printing. Okay. The printer is added. Let's print. Let's go back to the PowerPoint slide that I want to print. Let's go to File, then Print. Then let's select the L3250 printer from the list. As you can see here, I have no connected wired connection whatsoever in my laptop. And the printer has no wired connection as well other than the power cord. Let's now click Print. Alright. It took about 8 seconds for the printer to respond. And it is printing now. By the way, you can open this part of the printer if you want to see the inside, for some reason. There we go. Printed as ordered. Okay. Now let's test scanning wirelessly. I'm using MS Paint here. Let's go to File menu. Then Import to Canvas. And from Scanner. Then let's begin by clicking the Scan button. I have no footage of the printer on this part, but I shoved the user manual of the L3250 to the glass scanner panel of the printer. And there's still absolutely no wired connection here. There we go. We have the progress bar running already. And there we have it. The scanned copy of the user manual. Compared to Epson L120, the scanned image here is a lot cleaner and a bit sharper. I think there's an element here that removes noises, dusts, and traces of crease on paper, which is why it looks a lot cleaner. Which is nice. Alright. Now it's time to scan on the phone. Let's open the Epson Smart Panel app, of course. Let's go back to the home page here. Then let's find the card for the scan function. Here we go. Then we just simply tap on the start button, the circle in the center. Okay. The scanning took about 25 seconds, which is the same speed I got when scanning to the laptop earlier. The scanned image looks good. Full with details, and even traces of the details printed at the back of the paper. From here, we can save it to the phone. Just select a location where you want to save it. Alright. Time for the verdict. The Epson EcoTank L3250, valued at 9,400 Philippine peso, is a compact refillable ink tank all-in-one that promises ultra-low running costs and fuss-free refills. You get up to about 4,500 black or 7,500 color pages per replacement ink kit. It also scans and copies from a flatbed scanner, which makes it a great pick for students or small home offices who print a lot but wants to save up for the ink cost. The integrated EcoTank is spill resistant thanks to its innovative in refilling system and hugely cheaper per page than cartridges. Setup is straightforward with the Epson Smart Panel app, and text print speeds are reasonable for the class. Although printing via the Epson Smart Panel seems to always be slower, and I don't know why. It's not annoying slow though. The print output can look sharp at typical document sizes, and the unit is light and space-saving. So far, I have not encountered any connectivity issues on this printer, and it has been very fitting with my family's printer usage, which are usually for school and for occasional toppers for my wife's cake business. Compared to other brands, like Canon's Megatank or HP Smart Tank family, the L3250 is more compact and cheaper, but offers similar low running costs, and based on the reviews I've watched and read, Epson's offerings are more feature-rich and durable as well. This is still an inkjet printer though, so don't expect photo studio quality prints, nor a fast color throughput, heavy multi-page scanning and copying, nor a business-grade faster color engine. If you're looking for those, this is not the printer for you. But if you're a student, light home office user, or anyone who wants dramatically lower ink costs and simple wireless printing in a compact package, the Epson L3250 is one of the best you can find in the market. Personally, based on the specs, running costs and my real-life usage, I'd recommend it for home and small office use, where budget per page matters more, as it delivers a decent scanning and copying quality and speed. I'd say, I'm on point on choosing and buying this printer. If you enjoy this video, give me a thumbs up. If it has helped you in any way, please do consider subscribing to the channel. Nilasuj for watching. Noba Air.